guys, welcome back to another episode of the 89 Garage. Today's episode, we're going to be working on my 2006 Ford Escape. Full disclosure, I already know what the problem is here. This is the car that my daughter drives, and when your kids say, hey dad, the check engine light's on, you check it right away. We're gonna hop in right now and I'm gonna show you what it is, and then we're gonna fix it. All right, so today we're gonna be using my X-Tool scan tool. This is by far the scan tool I use the most. This is a Ford. I could use Scan right now, but I didn't want to drag my computer out. This thing just always works. Okay, we've got her started. This does have a whole crap ton of updates. I haven't put it on Wi-Fi for a little while, or I haven't allowed it to update for a while. So Ford USA. Yep, Ford Escape. That is okay, we're going to go to the system selection here instead of doing the automatic scan. Automatic scan takes a while because it reads the whole entire car. But we're in the PCM. This also will do the transmission control module, which I think on this car is part of, it is, I know now. We're going to read these codes. So the problem is our fuel rail pressure sensor has a high input, which means that it's reading too high. So this here is our fuel pressure sensor. It's just 2 bolts, a harness, and then we have a vacuum hose as well. Let's get out there and get this thing fixed. All right, obviously we don't want a bunch of fuel pressure in the rail. I'm going to go ahead and relieve that rail. This one right here is our fuel pump, so I'm going to pull it. And just let the car die. Good. Okay, this may look familiar to you because we're just looking at one inside the car. We're going to go ahead and just pull this. Then we're going to pull. All right, there's that. These are 7mm bolts. Let's put this in reverse. Okay, then just kind of rock this back and forth gently and pull up. You want to be sure that that O-ring does not stay in there, but as you can tell, we've got fuel in here. Okay, I'm just going to take and clean all that crap off of the top of the rail here. All right, I got our new pressure sensor here and a little Vaseline. We're just going to take this Scotia Vaseline and go just around this O-ring a little bit. That's going to help us get that in here. And if you recall, our vacuum line goes down. You just kind of rock that back and forth like that, and in it goes. We'll put these 2 bolts in first before we connect the electrical or vacuum. And just make it just enough, just snug it. Just push that straight on, and then I'm going to push this straight on. It'll probably take a little bit to start it unless you cycle the key forward 2 or 3 times for the fuel pressure to build back up. And then we're going to come back out here and just make sure we don't have any leaks. Anytime you work on fuel, just come out, make sure it's not leaking anywhere. We look good. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go in here really quick and read this again. We're going to clear it. We caused these 3 by pulling that relay. So I think we're going to go here. We're going to clear these. Thanks again for watching another episode of the 89 Garage. I appreciate you guys watching. Peace out. Alright, this video was taking a twist. I thought I was done with this video, but look at this. Okay, so my daughter comes out, cranks, and there's gas dumping out the bottom of this thing. Look what we got here. Brand new Chinese part, and it is just dumping gas right into this vacuum line. If you recall from earlier in the video, no fuel comes in here. There's no fuel in play right here. Save yourself some time and buy a Ford regulator. I didn't do that. I'll be redoing this video.